Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. It's Thursday. Just hanging out here having a cup of tea in my Constance Hatchaway mug. Now people have to go out in the hallway. Haunted Mansion on the back. I love this mug. I got this, I think, a year or two ago on it's Spirit Halloween. Yeah, just was watching some of the YouTube videos, and I was watching WDWNT. And I don't know if they're shifting or they're doing different kind of a spin on their content. I'm noticing certain things. It's kind of like a sit down, kind of like a live discussion. At least now it was live earlier, but now it's the playback. So I watch the playbacks. I'm not into the live. I think you have to be a member to be on the live, but it doesn't matter. So I wound up watching the replay, and Tom and his co-host was sitting there, and this is like almost like a 2 hour thing. It's like over like an hour and 40 some odd minutes. But they were saying the likes and the dislikes of between the 50th anniversary and the 100th anniversary now, and what should have happened and what didn't happen and what could have happened and what was mentioned but never really did happen, things like that. And I was just watching it. Yeah, I can agree on some things. I can agree on that. So that was my morning on that. Yesterday was a good day, though. Yesterday, I decided to clean my oven. And my oven doesn't really get that dirty anyway, because what it is that I line my racks with the tin foil. I clean everything out, line the racks with tin foil. And this way nothing falls to the bottom of the oven. I don't understand how anybody can have a lot of grease, grime, and all the crap in the bottom of the oven. I mean, it's just so easy to do. Sometimes I don't understand certain things like that. There is a woman that I watched, and the woman just discovered that, did you know? I was like, this is genius. And she says it at the end, it's genius. That you could take, she took a screwdriver and literally her oven doors come off, the front oven, when you unlock the hinge to the oven door. So when you pull the oven door down, you unlock the hinge and put the oven door back up and then just pull it straight up. Now, my mother-in-law had ovens like that. So did my mom. This oven, I wouldn't dare do it to. It's a GE oven, but I wouldn't do it to that either. I don't even think that that's possible on this, because the hinge is a little bit different. Now, I'm mechanically somewhat inclined, so I'm a woman that likes to do things on her own anyway, but, oh, this is genius. I mean, like, I never knew it did that. Did you know? And I was like, wow. Okay, so she got slammed for on that. She got slammed for. There's this other woman that shops at Dollar Tree, and she does things with tinfoil. And she says there's many, many uses that you could do with tinfoil. And did you know that you could do this? She did a 15-minute video. It wasn't her video that had tears running down the sides of my eyes. I mean, my eyes I could not stop laughing. This has got to be a joke, how she's doing. I mean, she's serious when she's doing it, but it wasn't her video. It was the comments that was, I commend you all on it. You guys came up with some funny stuff. I mean, literally funny stuff. It was just hysterical. One of the things was she took her toothbrushes. First of all, I wouldn't do this with toothbrushes. I would do it with a toothbrush maybe on the side. What I usually do is, if I'm going away, I buy a new set of toothbrushes. I mean, those are easy on Dollar Tree. But then again, I buy my toothbrushes from Primo. Those toothbrushes are good. Anyway, so what she did was, as an example, she took the toothbrushes and opened up the tinfoil, laid them in the tinfoil, sprayed peroxide on the toothbrushes, sprayed peroxide all over, and then wrapped the toothbrushes in the tinfoil. I see, now you leave it for an hour. And then she came back and then unwrapped and said, you see, everything is sanitized. I was like, really? So it was the comment that started me. I swear, it was just 10 minutes of, I mean, I was laughing way too hard. But it was, like I said, it had nothing to do with the video. It's how the reactions were. So this one guy wrote, I thank you so much. He says, you know what? I'm saving a lot of money on water. What I do is spray myself down. I pour peroxide all over myself, and I wrap myself up in tinfoil for like 2 hours. And I come out and I'm squeaky clean. And I have you to thank for that. I almost dropped the phone. I just could not. It was how it was worded. I says, now this deserves an award, this post right here, this comment. It was like, I just could not stop laughing. So anyhow, but I was cleaning my oven yesterday. And my oven is not that dirty. It's not. I do it like every maybe 2 to 3 months. Right now, because of the holidays are going to be coming up, make sure your ovens are clean because, if you guys are cooking turkey, you guys are cooking stuff for Thanksgiving, get ready. So that's why I do. But my oven never gets dirty. I don't understand how everybody's oven gets crap on the bottom of it and it gets all caked on and spilled. Don't you clean your oven after you cook? That's another idea. Gee whiz. It's genius. It's just common sense. I have no time for silly little tolerance like that. I can't tolerate those things. So that was it on that one yesterday. But Tom, going back to the Disney thing, he was telling you the ins and outs, the rights and wrongs, and the video was called Disney 100, What Went Wrong. So he's telling you his likes, his dislikes, and things like I just find it interesting. But I kind of feel like, is this page, is this video, is this news program going in that direction more? Because it seems like the last 2 to 3 videos were sit down table videos discussing the rights and the wrongs, and then he was like I says to you, he was kind of roasting and slamming other vloggers. You know what? Here's what I don't like about other vlogs. Is this going in that direction? Is it kind of like if you can't beat them, join them type thing? Because everybody seems to be doing the same thing now. Gotta watch that. Just don't do that, because this is where I go. Now, listen, I like yous, but I can't like yous too much if you're going to do that. So I'm just going to stay away now from certain videos, which means that my interest is not going to be piqued anymore, which means I'm going to lose interest as I go along. And I could see myself doing that. Yeah. So then there now. I was going to go out today, but however, I'm going to be staying home because there is a package that is right now out for delivery as we speak, and it's coming UPS. And there is a faraway friend, a YouTube faraway friend. She's become my friend now anyway. These people that are now my friends. She sent me something for my birthday. And while I still get shy about it and I still feel, I just get like a little embarrassed. You don't have to do it. You guys know you didn't have to do it. And I appreciate all of you for that. And I want to say thank you again for all the birthday wishes and everything. Thank you so much for that. It meant a lot. But that package will be coming today. So hopefully when I get the package, I would like to do an open boxing. So that would be interesting. Okay. And again, I thank you for that. Ugh. Anyway, the other day, well, actually a few weeks ago, I pre-ordered a Funko on Amazon. And Amazon is starting to lose me as well, because Amazon does not get things in as fast as they used to, or wherever they're getting them from. Okay, now I'd like to know how one company will get it in and it says shipping in January of next year, and then all of a sudden you walk into a store and there's like 6 of them. Okay, that happened to me the other day. I have a pre-order for the Stranger Things Funko Pop of Eddie. I love Eddie. Eddie's very popular. Eddie was not on the show that long, but Eddie made a mark, okay? At least with me, he did, okay? But I walk into Hot Topic and I see 6 of them on the counter, Eddie. So I present to you Stranger Things Eddie. Whoever watches the show Stranger Things, I love it. I binge watched everything. I'm all caught up, and I'm waiting now for the new season as everybody else is. So this is Eddie. This is what he looks like. I'm going to take him out of the box. So right away, when I do that, I pre-order things to kind of keep a close watch on them. But at the same time, 9 times out of 10, I wind up finding it in the store anyway. So while I was in Hot Topic, I'm now on the phone canceling Amazon. So here we go. Welcome home, Eddie. I thought I showed you this before, but I don't think I did. I don't even think I posted that video. I did shoot a video of this, but something else happened to where I didn't show the video. So I'm doing it now. This is Eddie. He's got the Hellfire Club shirt on, the one my husband has, the one he was wearing in the episode. I love that. And you know, it's like mostly with Funko Pop, I look for like the small details of that. There's the Hellfire shirt. I love that. So I think that's cool. I love the guitar. Love the look of him. I like how the fact that he's on his own little stand. He doesn't have that little thing with the hole in it, because those things tend to, I try not to use those. I try to stand them up on their own, or lean them up against something, or lean them up against each other, because those little things really don't work very well. What I was thinking of is putting a drop of glue on it and then setting the Funko into the hole itself. I was thinking of doing that just to keep it together, because they tend to fall out. So anyway, welcome home, Eddie. Love it. Love the bandana. Love the detail. You're here, Eddie. You're here. Awesome. So with that, but yeah, I was out on a wild goose chase. My husband sent me on a wild goose chase because he already has Eddie Van Halen. Eddie Van Halen is playing his original red guitar, okay, the red striped guitar. But what we didn't realize is that I discovered that on Amazon I was searching for something, and Eddie Van Halen came up yet again. It's a special Eddie Van Halen. It's from his 1978 era, Van Halen, the band. It's from the 1978 era. He's got the black and white striped guitar. So my husband says I have to get it. Okay, fine. Amazon had it, but then they don't have it. But then they're getting it from a third party, and it's like $35, and we don't need that. So I went on Funko.com, and I pre-ordered it from Funko, but then Funko decided they're sending it. So as a matter of fact, tomorrow, he's in the mail already. He's on his way. So he should be here tomorrow, the other Eddie Van Halen. But my husband sent me on a wild goose chase the other day. He says, listen, if you find Eddie Van Halen at the store at all, pick up another one. Okay, fine. But I didn't find that Eddie. I found my Eddie. So when I texted my husband, I says, I found my Eddie. Oh my God, go get it, he says. Go get it. I says, no, this is my Eddie from Stranger Things. Who the hell is that? He goes, I says, you wear his Hellfire Club shirt. I says, that's the guy from the show Stranger Things. He says, oh, okay. I says, but I pre-ordered him on Amazon, so I'm going to cancel him. So I got my Eddie. So the Eddies kind of got mixed up in the conversation. I says, no, not your Eddie, my Eddie. So I was happy. He says, what did you find mine? I said, did I say I found yours? No, I didn't find yours, not yet. So, but his Eddie will be here tomorrow. And I ordered that from Funko.com. Too much. So welcome home, Eddie from Stranger Things. He is going to be a tough one. But my location had 6 of them, down 5 because I have one. Probably by now, they probably have no more because he's going to go. I don't know why they actually get spewed out sporadically. Box lunch. I noticed something with box lunch lately. They're not really getting as many Disney items as far as Funko Pops. They have more of the Japanese stuff like the Sailor Moon and Hello Kitty. Right now it's all about Kuromi. I like Kuromi. She's cute, but I'm not into her as far as, collecting or anything. I do like the backpack, but that's about it. So that was it on that one. I'm sitting here having my tea. I have my husband's candle going. Nice, somber. I love this candle, by the way. It has really good pull. It has really good pull, and it smells good. I had it burning last night. I watched, for the first time, being that my cable station, it's not really my cable station's fault, which is Spectrum, but Disney did pull off the Freeform channel completely off the Spectrum cable, Charter cable, Spectrum. And, you can do that. Na foo-foo. I really don't care because I have my DVDs anyway, and I pulled out last night, Nightmare Before Christmas, and I pulled out my Hocus Pocus, so I will be watching those on my own. I don't need the Freeform channel, you know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things. I was also doing some comparison shopping to where people mentioned Universal and, prices are going to be going up. But yeah, we know that. But at the same time, I still feel that Universal is going to outdo Disney. They're going to outbeat Disney. Not just for Epic Universe, even like for now. Okay, the crowds seem to be down. Crowds are very down at Disney. And don't tell me that they're up because I know they're not up. I'm waiting for November 8th for the last of the fiscal annual earnings report, and that's going to be on November 8th. That's going to be on live. We're going to love that. I watched the one in August. I got very excited with that. Numbers went down. Guaranteed for November, numbers are still going to go down. It's probably going to be worse. That's what I'm expecting for Disney, so we will see. But I was comparing between Universal and Disney. I already have my trip booked for next year, as you guys know. I went to pretend book a trip with Universal, and I like the way that you can, it's called customize your package. And you could pick certain things in your package, and you could pick certain parks if you want. You could do, they have kind of like a park hopper thing, and you can do that. They have a 3-park thing, and they have a 2-park thing, or, you know, they do have some deals going now. But I like the way it's customizable, because I picked, let's say, a resort called, was it Cabana Bay? I think it's Cabana Bay Resort. I picked that because I have friends that stayed there. I have friends that were influenced. They're influencers. They did reviews. They stayed at the resort and they showed you the resort. I like that because it has a Cabana Bay. It has the theme of it is like a 50s and 60s vibe, to where Pop Century is a decade era vibe. So there's like a comparison on that, but I picked the resort that would most resemble what I already have for next year. And that would be that. So the prices seem to be good, even though the parking. Now see, here's where a comparison is, because I'm getting, right now it seems like I would be getting a little bit more from Disney, even though the price, when I put the two of them side by side, and I took the screenshot of them and I posted it on my Instagram page, there is $1,000 difference. It's cheaper at Universal, but there are probably less things to do at Universal. Remember that. And then the fact that if you rent a car, you will still have to pay for parking at the resort. So I was doing comparisons. So that $1,000 that I'm saying to myself, okay, that it's $1,000 less, even though it's not going to add up to $1,000, but depending on the little small things that you are missing out on doing, depending on the two companies, your $1,000, it would start to rise up a little bit more, you know, between food and like I said, the parking and everything. I don't know if you still have to park at the parks as well. So I don't know if it's probably not included in the package, depending on what package that you get. And I like the fact that they do have the separate Harry Potter experience package that you can, you know, I'm not a Harry Potter fan, so right there, I wouldn't be forced. I wouldn't feel like I have to pay for something if I'm not going to be using it or if I don't really know about it. So that was pretty good on that one. What Disney is giving me back. So far, I'm 3 for 3 on this, and probably a little bit more as the time goes. I knew in my heart of hearts that there was a reason why I really could have benefited from canceling this year's trip, and I'm very happy to do that. I really am. The more it is, the more I'm happy. More of an excitement next year. Number one, obviously, I'm going to recap because they did take away the park reservations starting January 9th next year, thank God. Also on January 9th, they have dropped the park hopper after 2 p.m. crap. So that's 2 in my favor. And of course, you know, when we rent our car, we wouldn't have to pay for parking at the resort, which is a great thing. You know, it's also included in the package because they should include that into the package. If you book a whole package, they really should include that in. I know the price would go up a little bit more. We get that. But it would even out a little bit more. Now for sodas and drinking, we have things down to a science. I feel like I'm coming back little by little with this. Now, because we have not done Animal Kingdom in 2 years, because of the park reservations, but we use Animal Kingdom. We don't spend that much time at Animal Kingdom. We go to Animal Kingdom once during our trip. And we usually do Animal Kingdom as the first thing in the day, starting of a day. Okay? We always make, which we've been lucky on, even when we did have to make the park reservations last year, even when we did go, we always make Magic Kingdom our first park when we go in, and then that would be our last park on the last day. That would be our last park. So we begin it with it, we end with it. But Animal Kingdom during the week is when we go to Animal Kingdom early in the morning. We spend maybe about an hour to 2 hours there. My husband rides Expedition Everest, and then we ride Kali River Rapids. We walk around a little bit. We look at the tree of life. Then we do It's Tough to Be a Bug, by the way. Rest in peace, because that may be going. It's tough to be a bug. I am, I told you this. There's going to be things that are going to hurt, and it's going to hit you. Right now, that's hitting my husband, because that's one of his favorite things. So then we do It's Tough to Be a Bug. We walk around a little bit, look at the sights, take some pictures, and then we're out of there. We only do that park once within our trip. So that was being neglected last year, because we didn't do it last year. Okay, so that's a little, annoying. So now this year, again, that's the third thing. You're giving me back my freedom in order for me to do whatever the hell I want, whenever the hell I want. I want to do what I want to do. I should have that freedom. So now you're giving me that back. I'm like 3 for 3 on that. That's cool. I'm good. With it. It's gonna be better next year for me. Anyway, I can only speak for me and my husband as well. Prices went up for foods and everything. That's okay. We will work at that. I am still on the thing about the dining promotional card, the dining service card that they do. They will apply. They have not come to my tier yet as far as me booking this trip. They have not come to the tier of the September people yet for next year. So I am keeping up with the Disney as far as the booking of that. I want that promotional card for the food. Right now, that's going to be a little bit better for me. It's going to be good, but it would be even more better for me. So that would be 4 things in my favor, every year we always get the reusable cups. That is the silliest thing not to do that. Okay, that's the silliest thing to really consider that, because it's going to work in your favor. And that also applies to every other resort as well. You can use that cup in different resorts as well. Years ago, you were not able to do that. I'm talking years ago, you weren't able to do that. That was before the chip that's in the cup. But years ago, you weren't able to use, you were only able to use that in your own resort. For now, you can use it in other resorts. You just can't use it in the parks. We know that. So, those drinks absolutely come in handy. I'm not going to spend $5, $4.99 plus tax on a Coca-Cola. I'm not going to do that. Obviously, you got to work with what you can. And this is coming back now to the old me of how I do things. I'm very excited for this. This is going to be great. It really is. So, I've been doing that little by little. I'm going to be making a list of what Disney is giving back to me, because I feel like it's a personal thing. It should be. At least I'm treating it as that. So that's going to be cool. Yeah, even though that went up $2. Will the reusable cup go up again? Because it almost basically went up $2 last year. Actually, a few months ago, it went up. It didn't even go up last year. It went up a few months ago. So does that mean that cup will be going up again? Let's say it went up to $25. You know what? To me, you better get the most use out of that. I mean, it's not just for sodas. You know this. It's for hot chocolate, coffee, tea. It was wonderful. As a matter of fact, last year, no, it wasn't last year. It was, my in-laws went down 2013, 2014, 2015. Yeah, 2013, 2014. They went with us 3 years. And every year, like my mother-in-law, my father-in-law loved his coffee. He liked the Joffrey's coffee. He really did. He says, that's very good coffee. I said, cool. I'm so glad he liked anything down there, really, because, they couldn't do as much things with us as we can do, and they couldn't really travel with us as much. And, we did get them to some places. We got them on the Great Movie Ride, which was the last year the Great Movie Ride was running. I felt that was so weird. But we did get them on the Great Movie Ride. Anyway, so they get your coffee, tea. And I says to my mother-in-law, I says, you buy one of those cups. I says, it'd be good for it, because this way you could, have coffee. She says, we don't have to pay for the coffee. No, you don't have to pay for any drinks. You already paid for that cup. It's good for any drink that's there. Coffee, tea, hot chocolate, sodas, iced tea. She loved the iced tea, by the way. She liked the iced tea. And, she liked her orange soda. She loved orange soda. And Sprite. So I says, she says, but we don't have to pay. No, I said, no, you don't. So I was trying to teach her how to do that, you know? And I think about that today because, you know, do me a favor, man. If you don't buy those cups, that is totally ridiculous. Just get the reusable cup. It's going to save you a lot of money. A lot. Now, when I go to the parks, so I feel like the old me is coming back because I haven't done these things in a while. My routine has changed a little, but I have to come back to the old routine. When we go to the parks, there is a travel container that I take. And I have had this container since 1997. I kid you not. I still use the same container. It's a thermos container. It's called, the company is called Arctic Zone. And I bought this. I think I paid $12.99 for this. To this day, after all these years, I still use that. I still bring it to Disney. What I do with this is I go to the ice machine every morning and I fill that up with ice. And I take that with me to the parks. And the ice stays cold throughout the day. So I don't buy sodas. I don't buy special drinks. If we have lunch, you know, it's going to come with the soda. Then I'll buy a soda. But I don't buy anything like that in the parks. That's what I use in the parks. And that lasts me throughout the day. And it's ice cold water. And it's very refreshing. And you bring it to yourself. And that's how I also save money on that. The little things is what you save a lot of money on. Okay? So the old me is starting to come back with this now. I am very excited for this. Very excited. Now, last year was crucial with that water because we don't have the dining plan or anything anymore. So that's, you know, listen, guys, if you bring back the free quick service dining as a promotion, you know, obviously you would get your cups as part of that promotion. That was also a saver years ago. That was also a saver. But like I said, the old me is starting to, the old reflexes are coming back. So this is going to be exciting for me. All right. Okay, if and when I get the package, I will do another little video. I'll do an unboxing. For that, I'm going to leave now. I think I've yacked enough. And that's just me. I just wanted to come on and say hi. Hope everybody's well. Happy Thursday. It's a gorgeous day. But I think I'm gonna hang out at home. I'm not gonna go out. I would like to go out maybe tomorrow. We'll see. All right. I will talk to you soon. Talk to you later. Have a wonderful day. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.